Let me check the audio first before we start, even though we're live. Hello, hello. Now we're talking. Episode 124. Why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you. That's my secret. I'm a master getting the fucking rotten apple out of the fucking groups, out of the team. I'm a master organizing teams. With all that said, let me start, Emily, before I ask you how you doing. Welcome to episode 124 of the CMR Podcast Network. Today, we're diving into a powerful topic. Why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you. The relationships in your life should elevate you, inspire you, and challenge you to be your best. But sometimes the wrong people bring out the worst traits, habits, or emotions. In this episode, we explore how to build connections that bring out your best self and how to distance yourself from those who don't. Let's start with the impact of your circle on your growth. That's deep. The impact of your circle on your growth. If there's one advice I gave myself, tell me who you with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are and where you're heading. But I just didn't give myself that advice. I also told myself, check what people around you, who they with, and I'm gonna tell you where they're heading, and who they are and where they're heading. There's a lot of fucking people that will not make it nowhere. See, one of the best things anybody could basically achieve in life is to have discernment, to be able to spot out, who's good and who's not good. Sometimes we think friends, family, just because they're friends and family, or people that work with you, just because a man or a woman smiles at you, most people, oh, they're good people. To me, everybody's not good. It's excellent. Everybody's excellent in my eyes. But I'm going to tell you something. Just because a brother tells me, brother, doesn't mean he's my brother. Maybe I'm crazy. But one thing about me, it has worked. Because I've been able to spot out things before it fucking happens. I don't know if that makes sense. But let's talk about, Emily, the impact of your circle on your growth. First of all, how you doing? Because I want to make sure that, people I talk to have the mind under control. Because when people don't have the mind under control, remember, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. But also the quality of your life also depends on the quality of the thoughts of the people you have around. Right?
Yeah.
Right? How you doing today?
Excelentemente bien. Spiritually, espiritualmente, mentally, mentalmente, physically, físicamente, emotionally, emocionalmente, financially, financieramente. Porque que no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. Because he who doesn't live to serve does not serve living.
But before we go into the segment, I want you to break it down real quick, at least a minute breaking it down. Just because a man or a woman says the 5 pillars, not everybody knows, each pillar, like what goes inside the pillar.
Okay. Spiritually, first thing in the morning or all day, every day, you need to have that connection with God.
How do you have your connection with God?
Okay. By being thankful, grateful, and always have that positive mindset that always be grateful for everything happening in my life.
What else? What else do you do to connect with God?
Meditate.
Okay. And meditation as well?
And listen to the inner voice.
Okay. What else?
So the way I communicate with God is to pray. So I also pray.
You pray? How do you pray? Can you make a prayer right now?
Okay. I pray. Basically, I just give thanks for everything that happened in my life, and also all the things that doesn't cost money, like my health, my healthy body, my mindset positive, and also the people I have around.
Okay.
Mentally, I I need to have the control of my mind, but I always have something in the mind because when your mind is empty, the universe is going to fill it with something, even if it's negative. So the mind needs to be occupied with something. And physically, the gym, I need to go to the gym because the body is the temple of God, so we need to take care of that. And emotionally, um, have the emotion under control because if you don't control your emotions, the emotions going to control you. So you need to be aware of that. And financially, serving other people.
How have you served people today?
How do I serve people today?
Yes. Because we hear saying que no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. We're all here to serve each other. But most people are not serving themselves. They're not serving anybody. How do you serve today?
Okay, what I can say is, when I serve, I just give awareness to other people about the things they don't know.
But you see, that's not enough for the marketplace. See, that's why a lot of people are not valuable in the marketplace. They're valuable for their mother, their father, for their dog, but they're not valuable,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Well, today's episode, why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you. Or, I mean, why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you. So let's talk about the impact of your circle on your growth. Your circle shapes your reality. The people closest to you influence your mindset, habits, and success. See, I'm gonna use Emily as an example. You know, as a coach, okay, I understand, I'm not going to say I know more than you, right? But the teacher appears when the student is ready, right? But there's a lot of people that say they're ready, that they're coachable, but they don't fucking listen, right? And that's why today's episode, why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you. See, I have my daughters, right?
Hmm.
But I refuse to basically waste a second, even with my daughters, trying to change their mindset. The best way to change anybody is to change them. That's how I approach life. Maybe I'm wrong, but guess what, guys? I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong. But this mindset is the mindset that has literally put me in the 1% of the 1%. Because I'm a high achiever in everything the fuck I do. Everywhere I'm at, I'm in the 1%. In all the areas of my life, I'm in the best of the best. So I walk it like I talk it. And it's because of the mindset that I have. Because I developed my fucking character. See, I don't give a fuck about my reputation. So many fucking people here working, building their reputation. For them, you build your reputation as a teacher, coach, then you tell the fucking truth to a student, to a mentee, and then they go talking shit because they don't have their shit together. Then the teacher's fucked up. That's why my daughter, I ain't giving them shit. You know what they're getting? Fucking books. They're gonna ask me for something, they gotta ask me for fucking books. But they ain't getting shit. The best gift I could give anybody is my best version. But the best gift people could give me is their best version. The biggest problem on this world is a mindset problem. Most people, they don't take the time to control their fucking mind. That's why they're drifting like zombies, walking physically alive. Internally, they're fucking dead. That's why the people around you either get the best or they get the worst, right? So, Emily, my question to you is, you got to act too, even though I'm not acting. How does your circle impact your ability to grow?
Okay, so depends of the people you have around you. They will project the belief or their knowledge into you because if you surround yourself with people that doesn't value self-development or self-knowledge or self-invest in themselves, you don't going to value the same things because we are the product of the people we are around. We acquire the same habits other people had. So you need to be careful with the people you are around because you're going to be the sum of them.
So we're the average of the 5 people we have around.
Yeah.
So if you have a motherfucker or a bitch, I'm gonna curse in my podcast. I don't give a fuck. I'm here bringing people value. Whoever wants to watch it, amen. Whoever don't want to watch it, I don't give a fuck, Emily. I'm telling you guys there, and I'm telling the world that. Because I'm this podcast for the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. What I do, what I bring to the world as a leader to create leaders that think for themselves, not workers. I'm not looking for fucking workers. I'm not looking for followers. Fuck followers. I could have literally had 1 million followers. I could buy followers. I don't want followers. That's why I got my life having 1 billion lambones and I scare people away. I don't like dick suckers. I don't like when fucking people suck my dick. Maybe I'm wrong, but guess what? Guess what? Huh?
What?
I'm happy. I'd rather have a war externally and peace internally. You know why?
Why?
It's better to rock solo than with the wrong people. Elevation requires what, Emily?
Separation.
So now you understand why I elevated. Because I separated myself. Most people, their mindset, cucaracha, cockroach. Their mindset is like literally in Windows, not even 95. It's in Windows 0. They got viruses. They don't update their mindset. They got all the fucking bad habits in the world. I could talk it. I got excellent habits. Because I'm a disciplined man. I'm fucking consistent. Every day I show up. Doesn't matter what the fuck happens. Going back. Elevating versus draining relationships. Positive relationships encourage growth, while toxic ones hinder it. Why is it important to surround yourself with people who inspire you, motivate you?
Okay, when you surround yourself with people that inspire you, they will project the things they are in you. So you're going to want it to grow. You want to like surpass or be better because they are projecting themselves into you and they motivate you to be better, or they motivate you to have a purpose, like the things they are going to or they are doing to, you wanted to do because you see the value in that. So you need to be surround yourself with people that want it to be better, they want to be something or want to apport something in the world.
So if you're around me, and let's say you drive a Mini Cooper, and I tell you, you got to be driving minimum a Lamborghini Urus.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fucked up that I'm telling you that?
No, you want the best for me. So
Am I shitting on you?
no.
There's people that will look at it like you're shitting on the other person just because you want them driving exotics as well. Not just in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Why settle for an average home when you could have your dream home? Or you could have more than one dream home? Why settle for one business when you could have multiple businesses?
Yeah.
Your podcast is your platform for you could have your own voice. But we got to have shared vision, which is helping people accomplish their dreams, which is also impact over income.
Yeah.
And that's how we get our fulfillment. But if you come with a transactional mindset around me, we're going to clash because I have a transformational mindset.
No satisfaction.
Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? Yeah. So you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So even your barber makes a fucking difference. Imagine cutting your hair every single day, looking at a motherfucker, cutting your hair. You got me? And the fucking guy talking shit or talking low vibrational stuff. You don't think it'll rub off? You remember the video that I put the other day of the mentor, what's the mindset mentor from IG, that he said that one rotten apple, you bring them around, right? Even 30 minutes, just in one session, one setting, it will fuck up the whole organization. Number one thing, people around me, they got to be what?
Positive.
Apart from positive mental attitude, coachable. They got to shut the fuck up and listen, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're in my level or higher, because I'm not going to come and shit on people either. I'll tell people, hey, you got to get your shit together. But if I tell a person, you got to get your shit together, it's because I did it for myself. And I'm not telling them. I tell them, I did this. This is what worked for me. This is, if you do this, it might work for you. If I go tell a brother or sister, self-love, self-care, am I here bringing them down?
No.
I'm uplifting them.
Yeah.
Who the fuck a man that values presence wants to have a bitch or a nigga that doesn't value their fucking physical presence? Right?
Nobody.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Guys, world, we gotta identify people who bring out the worst in you. But also, we gotta identify the people that bring the best out of you. It's either people get the best out of you or they get the worst out of you. It's either they're an asset or they're a liability. I recommend the world to basically make an Excel sheet or just buy yourself a notebook and write down every person you know, because your network is your net worth. Write down their name and just put them in two categories: assets or liability. Liabilities, they subtract; assets, they add. How you doing today, Vanessa?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I don't want people to sit here and lie. Some people will sit here and say, excelentemente bien. And their fucking inner world is fucking... what word can we use to describe people's inner world when there's not... When they say something, but internally, it's not aligned thoughts with what they say and what the fuck they do. Hypocrites. Fake motherfuckers. Fake bitches. See, I don't fucking regret shit. For me to eat, I don't need. For me to eat, I don't need y'all motherfuckers. I'm a hunter. When you can fucking put the ball inside the hoop, you a threat, you a killer. I could literally take over a whole team. I know how to put the ball inside the hoop. How you doing, Vanessa? Be honest.
Excelentemente bien.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Vanessa?
Yeah, I don't want to use negative.
No, be realistic.
No,
Sometimes, I want people now to be realistic. Because the thing is, you can't be fake. Hey, look, if my ass hurt and I go to a doctor, I tell her, hey, my ass hurt. Right here it hurts. So if I'm a mind doctor and you come around me, you got to, and I'm here bringing you awareness where te falta un cable, where you may have a loose cable mentally, so you could plug the spark plug. Why are you not here executing so we could connect the cable? Why are you here not trying to get the cable connected?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Okay. Espiritualmente, spiritually, mentalmente, mentally, físicamente, physically, emocionalmente, emocional, financieramente, financially.
No awareness. She's the perfect example of a woman that has no awareness. But go.
This is my finger.
They're your fingers, but in here.
Yeah, but see, you show me like that, and I did like that, and just like.
You see, a lot of people, they don't understand simple thing. That's like, I'm gonna tell you why I use the fingers. Right? Have you heard the song Ustedes ni mirando aprende?
Yeah.
De Jaraca. Me levanté dando nota, right? Ustedes ni mirando aprende, right? Not even seeing, you guys will learn, right? With God, why we want to be like this? These are, the fingers is basically so you can remind yourself. With God, you want to be like this. Right?
Yeah.
Mentally like this. Physically like this. Right? Emotionally like this. You see, I'm a person, I'm so creative that I use whatever it takes to basically just figure ways on how I can remember myself certain things that will guide my life. Oh, if you don't want to say it, you don't have to say it. You got me?
But I said.
No, listen, you need all this more than me. I'm good. Are you good? That's the question. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
I have help. And this is like what my problem.
Are you an asset or you're a liability?
I don't know. Maybe I can be a liability for you, and I can be asset for someone else. It's
okay.
Like, it depends.
For a nigga, when you get the pussy,
it's not
the
like,
ass, you could be a fucking asset.
No, I can say be asset for my kids, for my family.
A bitch, if she gives her pussy to a nigga, of course she's an asset. Not me. I'm the type of nigga I fucking reject pussy. I became that valuable. Fuck pussy. I'm that nigga that tells bitches to shove your pussy up your ass. I'm that fucking valuable. Keep going.
Oh, el que no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. Who not live to serve, not deserve to live. And this is what I can.
Identifying people who bring out the worst in you. Recognizing toxic traits, negative energy, constant criticism, or unhealthy competition can bring out destructive behaviors. What are some red flags that someone brings out the worst in you?
Oh, like when they lie to me, when they not honest, when they just like fake, when they just try to stay like friend to me and they not like little like it's not like real friend. I don't like that.
Well, people are a mirror of you.
I can, maybe you can say that like people they can mirror you, but sometimes you can meet with someone and not just like this is not the case because I just
Do you have negative energy?
yeah I can say I still have and I've been working in that part.
Thank you for having that
Yeah,
awareness. Do you still constantly criticize?
I can say yeah too.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm be honest. I'm not perfect.
What are you doing basically to fix that?
Working myself, have self-awareness myself. It's just like, to recognize what the part is and negative in myself. It just like, just ask God to give me more clarity and developing myself a little.
I
Like,
tell people, if you focus on what you want, if you want to become your best version, why are you here gossiping? Why are you here, just simply fucking drifting in life? Why are you not here living your life in purpose?
what I understand, because I was like that and I'm still working because when the people they don't have self-awareness, what they doing, they just feel drifting. They just not recognize what are they doing. Because sometimes you can gossiping, it's not like in the way maybe you can see it, but sometimes you can see it the way, oh, why the people do that? And it's like you want to like criticize someone. It's like you sometimes you don't have self-awareness yourself.
Hey guys, let's just make sure we're on time. We gotta reduce the time, no problem. Knowing when to let go. It's essential to recognize when relationships are holding you back rather than lifting you up. See, I'm in my third different baby mother. You know why? Because I don't accept shit from nobody. You know why? Because I don't want nobody to accept shit from me.
Yes, correct.
Right? Why do you think?
Like,
I have a zero tolerance in my life.
you know,
Why I don't tolerate shit from nobody?
because what I understand is how you say you just become the person you working yourself so much you know how to
I don't have
like
to kiss ass.
yeah
So,
you it's
and same thing.
you
I'm an asset. Everything I touch, I multiply. Everything I do in my life is always basically looking out for people, putting them in a position of power, bringing opportunities to them. So I don't know why people bring bullshit to the table.
because I can say like they don't have self awareness and they reflect and say oh why do this why do that but see they have like control his mindset they're gonna be better. But this is what I understand because sometimes I know I do something and I reflect myself and say, "Oh my God, why did this?" Everything is coming in the mind. Like everything you do is like
Now
because
you understand why not everyone deserves your time.
yeah,
Huh?
that's true.
First you become valuable, then you become scarce. It
Correct.
sounds messed up, but hey, it is what it is. I
Yeah.
noticed that the less time you give attention, energy you give to people, the more they value you.
Yes. And the thing also
48 loves
too.
of power. People don't fucking value what was accessible to them. That's why I'm not fucking accessible. Not even to my family. I will literally pick up a stranger's phone call faster than a family member. No family member calls me. I'm intentional with my calls. Fuck you calling me for? What are we basically rocking with? Are we here bringing value to the world?
Yeah, because you understand that part. And also too, it's better to be around people they can lift you up and not like bring you down, because sometimes negative thing is like it's not motivate.
What are you bringing to the world? What are you bringing to the world?
Like, what do you mean?
Overall, what value are you bringing to the world?
Okay, the best thing what I can bring to the world right now is like my best, mi mejor versión. And
See,
the thing
people,
is,
yeah, people are lost. I need the Sams in the world to explain to the world. You get me? Like, for example, Sam sells houses, right? He's an investor too, right? So the minute he's selling a home, he's not simply selling a home. He's pretty much helping a family, well, transition from probably renting to home ownership, where they're not going to be paying a rent no more. They're going to be paying a mortgage, right? Or they're going to be buying an investment property, right? That is going to be cash flowing, right? That they're going to be building equity, and the property's going to get appraised up, and tax benefits and this, that, right?
because
He's bringing a value to the marketplace.
yeah, you know what I understand
But
too.
what value are you bringing to the marketplace?
Every people they live in different industry, and they just like they can show or they can bring some value in the part. I didn't bring like so many value because I work on myself. And the thing is, I sell myself. This is the first thing what I'm doing. Like if I want to bring some value, they have to see the value in me. They can see value in him because he working himself, but the thing he just sell house, he just brings some value to family. Every people they have value in different area. I know I'm working in progress in my part, and I know I have to recognize that part,
So
to
if we're
bring.
organizing a team, basically people want the dream car, dream home, but everything starts with the dream business. You already have the dream business. So do you block a time every day in your schedule to search for the home?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Why are you lying for?
I'm not lying.
Vanessa, you are lying.
Okay.
I'm telling you this in front of the world.
I'm lying.
You are lying, Vanessa.
Yes, I'm just looking at some because I want to buy my house.
Today you
Today I didn't look.
so you see, where's the
No,
consistency?
no, I don't want to lie because I was
But you
very
see,
occupation, but
when
I
you want
still.
something in life, you gotta have obsession. You gotta be obsessed. You literally gotta every single day search, ask, seek, knock. Every day. Everybody wants to have things, but they don't even know what the fuck they want to have. How the fuck you gonna know what you gotta fucking do and who you gotta become? It doesn't make sense. You want the dream home? Hey, okay. Now you understand. It started with the dream business, but now you gotta search for the dream home. The dream home is not just gonna appear. Boof, dream home. Wow.
That's why
See, that's my issue with people.
That's why I start to look around and see like different like place, because I remember when I read the secret book, say like the attraction.
Fuck reading. Fuck the attraction.
It's like something when you want it, you have to keep it in your mind.
Fuck
You
law of attraction. Do the
Okay.
law of action.
Okay.
The law of doing. Most people are fucking lazy. Most people are lazy. I could talk it. I could talk it. I could back it up in every fucking area. Every day I show up. You see me show up in a lot of different areas of my life where, are you sure you're going to show up like that? Of course, I'm going to show up. Now I get why I'm going to always be successful. Because I don't mind failing forward. I don't give a fuck what the world says about me. I could fail right now. CMR Podcast Network, it could fail. This is my second one. I'll do a third one, a fourth one, fifth one. If YouTube blocks it, I'll fucking make a fucking YouTube competition for YouTube. So I don't compete. I'll make something 10 times better. I'm that type of fucking guy. You rub me the wrong way, just like Ferrari and Lamborghini. Somebody tells me you can't do something, I'll go and do it. Yeah. I did a car, mobile office. You don't got to do it yourself. Or you got to know who the fuck knows how to do electricity for cars. Who the fuck knows how to basically do car interior. Well, I just line up all the puzzle.
Yes.
I'm a master leveraging other people's experience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it on video 1,000,000,000 times.
That's good.
Master
Thank you.
leveraging other people's money too.
Yeah.
Es mentira.
Así
Master
mismo.
leveraging other people's efforts too.
Así
Because
mismo.
before I go work, I'll fucking tell people what to work.
Yes. Thank you, Carlos, for having me.
Why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you, and not the worst out of you. This episode, believe it or not, I think this episode is my favorite one. You got me? Because we're the average of the 5 people we have around, and most people, they don't understand that when you have shitty ass people around, they misery loves company. They drag you to their level. How you doing, brother Jandy?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos. Blessed, positivo y productivo.
And now I want to add a third one.
What?
Intentional. After intentionality. Everything you do, bro, be intentional. If your calendar is set up, it's supposed to say CMR Podcast Network, right? But do you know that when you set up your calendar and you organize yourself, and let's say we stay playing basketball a little longer, right? It fucks up your whole schedule.
Of course.
Because now you got to move everything back. And now it fucks up even the time you go to bedtime. Right?
Correct.
Facts or no?
Guess you backtracked.
It gets you backtrack. But let's add the intentionality. See, a lot of people, they're like, yo, Carlo, why are you telling people what to do? I'm not telling you what to do.
It works for you, I guess.
Bro, it works for me. I'm intentional.
You have to be.
Bro, I'm intentional with the time I take a shit. Because if I eat at X time, I already know my body. I already know at X time I got to take a shit. Same thing for taking a shower. If you know you wake up, why the fuck are you going to the gym without showering? Shower, motherfuckers. And I'm not afraid to tell them. Once I went to the basketball court, I was like, yo, Sam is proof. This fucking court here, early in the morning, smell like badouche. Somebody didn't shower. That's supposed to literally be an inspiration for the person that didn't shower.
Wake up call.
A wake-up call, right? Shout out to our friend.
Right.
I love that kid. Look how now we're going to invest on him without him giving $1. See? Well, how we could give back? But imagine he would have went into his feeling.
He started applying it.
Huh?
He started applying it.
Bro.
He'd be glad he showed.
Bro, that kid, excellent energy, bro. He'll take his food out of his mouth. He'll be wide open to give you the ball. Type of shit.
And just so.
Excellent kid.
Right.
I love that kid. And I want to see that guy literally achieve all his grandest dreams. So, positivo, positive, productivo, productive, and intentional. Because we're not here recording. There's an intention behind these recordings. And the world doesn't know that. And I don't need to explain it to them.
Of course not.
Right? Like, know, and trust. But also dislike. My podcast, I want the dislike. Dislike, get to know me, and do not trust me. I don't need them to trust me. I work my character, not my reputation. And you know how my character is what I say I am. If I say something, I do it. I have alignment between thoughts, what I say and what I do. And I don't do it for people. I do it because of me. When I go the extra mile for a brother, for a sister, I do it because of God and because of me. I don't care what they give me. All I care is I got to give that to them and more. Today I was eating in the restaurant. My food came not good. The same food I order every single day. You know what I did? I still tip them good. That's what fucking people got to do. Fuck, I got to go. I'm going to go into my feelings. Right? But I told them, yo no me quedo callado. I don't stay quiet. Right? And there was a guy there that at once I was with a girl and I went with another girl and this motherfucker told the girl that I was with another girl. You get this shit, Sam? Once, it was in Rumba Cubana.
Yeah.
Right? I was with a girl, right? And this motherfucker told that girl that I was with another girl. Low vibrational motherfuckers.
Talk about
And
low
they thought I was
vibration.
gonna melt like snowflake. Like, first of all, the bitch ain't telling me shit. I'll replace the bitch right there. Fuck out of here. Fuck, I look like a low vibrational motherfucker. That's why I tell people also work on your character. You work on your character, life is gonna be easy. You refuse to work on your character, life is gonna be hard. You saw the video of John C. Maxwell talking about character development, right?
Correct.
When it comes to leading, I gotta lead myself. Forget about leading others. That's why I gotta be intentional with everything I do, right? And everything I say. I'm intentional. I never regretted a word I said ever in my life. So, going back, fostering relationships that inspire your best. The role of supportive people. Encouraging, uplifting individuals help you see potential and aim higher, right?
Correct.
How can supportive relationships help you achieve your goals?
Supportive relationships will help you achieve your goals because those are assets and liabilities. Like when you talked about make a list, the Excel sheet of people that are assets and liabilities in your life, it was like a stab to my chest. It was like a wound because I sat back and said, whoa, for 22 years of my life, the people that I had around me, 90% of them are liabilities. Now I have to, how you said, strangers make you rich. Faith, fitness, friends, finance, then family. Because the people we grow up with, believe it or not, I don't know why, especially, I'm speaking for myself, for my shoes. There are liabilities in my life. Yes, they love me, this and that, but how are they adding?
How the fuck can you say they love you when they don't love themselves? I would never, when a man or a woman have told me I love you, I gotta first see you love yourself. You can't give something to other that you're not giving it to yourself.
Right. It's contradictory, but how Jim Rohn said, I'll take care of me for you if you'll take care of you for me. I understand we have to provide, like how you said, create value, because it que no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir, but there's multiple ways of creating value. And then like how I said on that episode, that was one of my favorite episodes yesterday with Gio from my shoes, that what we done.
I said it a billion times. That was one of my favorite episodes too.
Because how I said I was taught to be workers by my parents, and that's the lowest stage of value creation. And then I came across you, Reyes, and you said something about brothers. I feel like we're all brothers, but sometimes there's some brothers you got to leave where they're at in order to go where
Shout
you
out to
go.
my brother. I left him in el patio de su casa.
So when you talk about supportive groups, you got to realize those people that are aligned with your goals and those that actually are aligned with your vision, because those who aren't aligned with your vision, they're going to bring the worst out of you. And when they bring the worst out of you, it's going to drain your energy.
My brother, my own blood brother, he should bring the worst out of me. I wish he sees this fucking video. Pretty sure he's fucking seeing it. See, like those people that they don't like you and they still watch your shit. You ever met people like that? Shout out to all y'all motherfuckers that do not like me and still watch my shit. Let me know when y'all want to see my dick too. I'll pull it out on the podcast.
This guy Carlos, yeah.
Maybe, bro, it's fucked up how I talk.
That's just your character, but
bro, one thing about me, I value respect.
Correct.
I value respect deep. Well, guess what? Most people do not even respect themselves. Most people do not even respect themselves. So it doesn't matter how much you value respect.
Some people se la ganan.
Some people, they you gotta fucking just like literally hit them where it fucking hurts. That's the only way they fucking what?
Wake up, hopefully, and they still don't learn sometimes.
Because sometimes people be like, yo, Carlo, you're the most positive man alive. You know why? Because I could be the most negative man alive too. You cannot be the most positive man alive if you cannot also be the most negative.
It's true.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I agree with that. I agree. In order to know positive, you got to know negative.
So accountability as a growth tool. The right people hold you accountable to your goals and value. Why is accountability important in bringing out the best in you?
Accountability is super important when bringing out the best in someone, because we all, for example, I'll put you in this case, and later on I could be able to look back in my life. You are the biggest asset in my life. I'll be lying if I say otherwise. So it's like,
how you measure an asset?
An asset?
Yeah.
Just how I told you. Just
because I'm gonna be a liability for 99.9% of people that are in fear zone
Correct.
or comfort zone.
That's their perspective.
Because the thing is, they don't want to grow.
Yeah.
They don't want to get rid of their weaknesses. They don't want to get rid of their old ways.
But that's feminine energy. From how I see it.
When people are not coachable, if I'm gonna have Mars train me, or you and tell me anything in basketball, Sam, I shut up and listen. I'm a student. When I'm in basketball, if you tell me unless you tell me not to shoot my half court, now fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck that. Do not tell me not to shoot my half courts, because that fulfills me. Even missing a half court fulfills me more than making a layup. Carlo, why you didn't go for the layup? Because I'll make that layup. I'm gonna be mentally like fucked up. I want to shoot that half court and miss it, then make a layup and make it.
But
maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I understand. But how I see assets is like people that add to your life. When you see people that give
I
you
don't
energy.
add. Do not consider me an ass. Fuck at it.
This guy.
Fuck at it. I look.
Multiply, compound, times 1,000. What?
If there's one thing I take pride, I don't come to add to people's life. I come to multiply. We gotta literally reinvent the word, because that fulfills me. I'm a giver. Bro, if it was up to me, every basketball game we play, we'll give them fucking 8 in the ball. Give them halfway. Game 16, here's 8, the ball. Why? Because I'd rather lose the game like that, but it forces me to keep 1% better. 1% better, right? So we get, hey, here's 10 in the ball. So we get to a level, here's 15 and the ball. Game is 16. We did that today. Shout out to Sam. We did it today.
Yeah, funny.
And I did it to Bowen. Bowen had a game with me. He had 15 and I had like 3. And I just ting. Competent, tranquilo, normal. He was stressed out. Bro, you got 15. I'm supposed to be stressed out.
Bowen funny. Like I'll say, so give the person that next chance. If you wanna, we are what we attract.
True friends lift you higher. Fake friends, what do? Bring you down. But fake friends are fake to themselves.
Correct.
I don't blame a fake friend. You got to seek to understand. It's not that they want to be fake. A snake don't want to be a snake. It's in their DNA. Unless they want to reprogram their subconscious. Remember, your subconscious moves 90% of your actions. So a lot of people subconsciously, they're programmed fucked up. They come from fucking fucked up father, fucked up mother, fucked up environment. They're a byproduct of their environment.
Right.
So they're not coachable. You tell them, the Mannies of the world, today we're going to do Consistency 360, an episode called Blessing You. Right? Bro, are you prepared? Phone discharge. How the fuck you want me to help you when you fucking are not prepared? And literally, I organize the whole episode. I do things with the Mannies of the world that I don't do it with you, the Sams of the world, the Emilys or the Vanessas. You got me? Certain people, it's not that I treat them different. Because it be like that. Like the people that you give them, you go more the extra mile for them, are the people that get the worst out of you. Why is it?
Because we want something for them that they don't want for themselves.
I always knew that. But how about when they basically ask for help that they want to really change?
I don't know.
But then they don't align, their actions. They don't have that consistency. Align with what they say. And then when you tell them something, bro, I'm not telling you something. Look at what I do. This is what fucking worked for me. If you want to basically try it out. And then adapt to whatever system you want to do for yourself.
Add on to it. But what I could say is, spiritually, work that connection to God and get to know yourself. You're the best project you will ever work on. Mentally, the more you earn, the more you earn. Your mind is the most powerful too. When you open your mouth, you're going to reveal to the people around you who you are. You're going to scare people away. You're going to attract the quality, depending on who you are. It's quality to you. Then physically, health is the ultimate wealth. When you work in the gym, you're going to meet like-minded people. Depending where you go, what you do, that's the people you're going to have around you, where you're going to attract. Then emotionally, estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento, because the true friend is going to tell you the truth. You don't want to go into your feelings when Somebody that's adding to your life or multiplying, bringing value to your life tells you the truth and you go into your feelings. And the financially, when you work on those 4 pillars, you're going to be able to give your best version back to the world, but not only your best version, everything that you applied to your life, you're going to be able to give it back and sell it, just like King Solomon did. He asked God for wisdom, but he sold it back to the people. And there's nothing wrong with it. He put in the work. Just like how he put in the
I
work,
could charge
how
a
I put
man
in the
right
work.
now $1 million, $2
right
million
now.
for my knowledge.
Because you put in the work.
I put in the work.
And that's what we doing. So the product that I'm bringing is knowledge, things that I put in myself. He said I have a lot of knowledge, which he's right. I just have to take more action, put into action with what I know, because knowledge is only potential power. I got to get the real power by executing on what I know. Thank you, Carlos.
Execution is king. Thank you. Why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you. I have 3 books here. Start with why. Everything is why this, why that, why everything. No hard feelings. And the 7 habits of highly effective people. How you doing, Manny?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos. Spiritually, espiritualmente, mentally, mentalmente, físicamente, emotionalmente, financially, financieramente. Porque el que no sirve para vivir, no vive, no, el que no vive para servir, no sirve para vivir. He who does not live to serve does not deserve to live.
Let's start with the question. Why people around you are supposed to get the best out of you and not the worst out of you? What can you say about that question in today's episode, based on everything we heard? Before I go with the segment.
Well, you gotta make sure you're a blessing first. So when you're a blessing, you will be a blessing to the people around you instead of giving them the worst out of you. And you won't give them the worst version of yourself. Become the best version of yourself, so you can give people the best version of yourself instead of the worst version of yourself. That way, you become an asset and you can help people around you instead of not helping the people around you.
Be the energy you want to attract. Let's talk about how you influence others. Reciprocity in relationship. That's how you say that word, Sam? Yeah, Andes? Huh? Reciprocity? You see, I'm a student. I don't care if I say a word wrong. At least I'm a man to be honest with myself and admit my mistake, because I didn't know everything. But a mistake done once is what? A mistake. But twice, it's a decision. But 3 times,
It's a
it's a disrespect.
disrespect.
And 4th time, it's strike the fuck out. Baseball is 3 strikes, you're out. Right? In basketball, you miss a shot, they give you the ball back. They even praise you, 2 for $1. So you can make the ball. But if they give you the ball 3 times and you don't make that ball, they're not going to give you the ball. It doesn't matter if you're his brother, if you're the fucking father of his girlfriend. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You ain't getting the ball back. Who the fuck is going to give the ball to a man in business that you give them a deal and they fumble the deal? They fumbled the bag. You got me? Or they don't know how to handle, the stuff. It's the same way. So how you influence others, reciprocity in relationships. Just as others influence you, your actions and energy shape those around you. What does that mean to you? Before I ask you the question, let me break it down back again. Just as others influence you, your actions and energy shape those around you. So whatever you do, translation, the energy you bring, right, also shapes the people around you. What does that mean to you?
Of course, the things you do, as in if you got bad habits, whatever bad habits you put out to the world or put out to the circle around you, those are the bad habits that most likely you're gonna give the people around you. They're gonna attract that bad habit from you. If you, si me da a entender.
Do you have bad habits?
No.
Yo, I don't want to do this podcast. Next. You don't have bad habits?
Well, I'm inconsistent. What's the bad habit?
You don't got bad habits?
What's the bad habit?
You see, he's the perfect example of a man that gets you the worst out of you.
But-
It's good that I fucking asked him that question. And that question that was not even in my stuff. That's so you can see this shit was not recorded, is not remembered. Perfect example of a man that gets the worst out of fucking people. It's always to be the fucking same fucking individuals. There's people that do not get the worst out of you, they get the best out of you. But then there's people that get the worst out of you. You'll notice that the people that get the worst out of you, it fucks the whole energy for the overall everybody around. Imagine if I would get Morris as my coach so he could train me. That's why if I got a basketball coach, that coach only training Carlos. No other motherfucker. You could train the motherfuckers after Carlos. Carlos first. Not the Carlos and a bunch of other fucking dicks. But Carlos is better. Group, fuck the group. I want you to focus 1,000,000,000% on Carlos. I'd rather 10 minutes of fucking good coaching, good mentorship, good training than 1 hour with a bunch of fucking other dicks where I'm not gonna get, the attention that I need. But the coach, my trainer could find my blind spot. If I'm not good in layups, I want him to fucking make me do 1,000 layups and tell me you suck. I wish bitches would see you do these feminine fucking layup. Throwing your hand like that. You got no awareness, Manny. And I will never tell a man or a woman, you got no awareness, bro.
But if you say I got a bad
So you
habit,
don't got bad habits.
If hold on, let me speak. If you say I got a bad habit because I'm inconsistent with being on time, if that's what you think a bad habit is, then okay, I got a bad habit. But for some people's perspective, it might not be a bad habit. Maybe it's just things
You
that
see,
okay.
those people like
Those are
that would
perspectives.
never.
Those are perspectives. I'm just saying perspectives because
Yo,
the
Manny,
life is all
next,
about
Manny,
perspectives.
get the
Okay.
fuck out of here.
That's fine. Yo.
Fuck out of here. Being a source of positivity, bringing out the best in others strengthens your relationship and creates a cycle of growth. Being a source of positivity. My brother! My brother looking like $1 billion!
What's up, bro? What's
Hey,
up?
mentira! Some people get the best out of you. Shit! I'm gonna have to get suited up, baby. Hey, mentira! Damn! Sam, looking...
Thank you,
Bro, you looking... Fuck money. Money's... Bro,
Thank you.
my respect, bro. You're inspiring me to start throwing my suits back again, bro.
Let's see,
You got
let's
me?
do it,
You're
bro.
motivating
Let's
me,
do it.
bro.
Let's do it. Let's
See,
do
some
it.
people get the best out of you, and some people get the worst out of you. Right? So perspective, right?
Yes, it is perspective.
Right?
First,
How you doing, first of all?
excelente bien, spiritualmente, spiritualmente,
On order. Who's the creator? God.
spiritualmente.
With God, we want to be thumbs up, right?
Right.
But the mind, we play
Mentalmente,
basketball.
Mentalmente, physicalmente, emotionalmente, financialmente. He who does not live to serve does not deserve to live.
we play basketball,
Yeah,
right? You know what's the best weapon? The mind,
yeah.
right?
So, sometimes like we've been, doing these podcasts for a minute now, and every once in a while I'll come in here and like the energy is a little bit different, right?
Yes.
Right. And I think about sometimes how like why is that? What gets you, I would say, to that point, right?
Yes.
And I know what it is, right? You have a standard,
Yes.
right? And when that standard is not being met, it bothers you, right? And I don't know if it's more disappointment or I'm not gonna say anger. It's just
It's not
anger.
anger.
It's more like there's a standard and the standard's not being met. And I realize that because sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I when I was working and I was a manager, sometimes I would get like that as well, right? Because there's a standard that you expect, and you coach people and you talk to them, and you tell them what's expected, and when it's not, no standards, expectations aren't being met, it's more disappointing than anything else, and you're just trying to figure out why or what it is that I can do differently to help make sure that standard is being met. Because at the end of the day, like if you have a goal, if you're on a mission, the mission is the goal is the final thing, and you have to make sure that you're doing everything that's possible to achieve that goal or that mission. So I get it, and you know, like even like sometimes like when we play basketball a lot, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like if you don't understand somebody and you don't understand their strengths, you can't create a proper team in order for the team to win, right? You know, we play at the gym a lot, and sometimes some people don't know how to play with you, right? At first, I didn't really know how to play with you, but then I realized your strengths, right? And I was like, oh, so this is what he does well, and this is what he likes to do. So now I'm like, all right, I'm going to put him in a position to be using his strengths, right? I know that you don't really like playing defense, right? And you'll gamble for steals, right? But if I know that, why wouldn't I then try to pick up in those spots, right? And then give you the ball in the spots that you like so that you can be effective.
Well,
And
there's a reason why I don't play
hold on,
defense.
But hold on, when we do that, I notice we win, right? And like you said, the half-court shot, that's your shot. And I'm like, and the thing is, sometimes it catches people off guard because they're not used to it, which is good because I know you can make that shot. So there's times where I'll give it knowing that shot is going up. And I'd say like 50% of the time, more than half, you're going to make that shot. So I'm going to keep on, you know, playing and then trying to put you in a position where you're playing to your strengths and also putting us in a position where the team can win.
Forgot what I was going to say.
Like,
so many things.
Well, yeah, I said a lot there, but we're just kind of talking about, I was just kind of explaining how like the dynamics of having a standard and then, you know, trying to figure out how to.
And you want to hear the
create
funny
team.
thing?
Go ahead.
I don't have expectations.
Yeah.
But I do have standards.
Yeah.
And one thing about myself, I always told my own self, raise your standards and the universe is going to meet you there, right? So I have all my life making sure that as a leader, I only work with leaders, right? Remember, there's 4 levels of value creation. Implementation, me and people with implementation, straight up, Sam, we never clash. We never understand each other. I don't know if it makes sense. Because they work hard. I don't value people working hard. With all due respect, I value people working smart or smarter. You know why? Because I like simplifying people's life. You could tell me any problem and I could literally break it down into 3 steps. The necessary, the possible, and the impossible to solve it, right? You tell me the problem once. We'll speak about the problem only once, right? Because we got to know what we got to fix, right? But we don't have to speak about the problem anymore because we have what's necessary, what's possible, and the impossible. So if we're here, you know, this podcast, CMR podcast is different from your podcast and everybody else. I'm here knocking a few birds at once, right? I'm knocking down to give you perspective in the world. Obviously, I'm working on my personal brand. But my personal brand, I don't want to build it around reputation. What people consider reputation. I want to build it around character development. Because leadership is about doing the dirty work. A lot of people that are here are building their reputation. They're followers. They're regular people. I'm not a regular man. Everything I do is different. And you know how you could tell I'm different? When I see everybody says it's that way, even if it's that way, even if I know it's that way, I'll still go the other way. Like you saw they open Lodi, I don't want to go to Lodi. Because now I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt to miss me. Shit, Lodi's open, right? Well, I'm going to fucking stop everything I'm doing, all the relationships I built to go there. I go there whenever the fuck I want to go. Right now, I don't want to go. Straight up, right? They want to come to me. You got me? When I go there, it's Carlos 2.0 for their version.
Okay.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. In basketball and life, everything.
Should be reintroducing
right?
yourself every
brand
6
new
months
clothes,
to a year.
everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Like, I'm not the same Carlos. I'm not the same Carlos I was yesterday. Allow me to reintroduce myself today. Every day, that's right. See, reputation, remember the rent is due
Every day.
every second.
Every second, yeah.
Right? That's why there's a line called respect. A lot of people don't understand that. That line called respect, when you understand it, you got to pay it every second. You know why? Because respect starts first with self-respect. We cannot ask people for respect. I have never in my life asked people to respect me. And to tell you straight up, I'm saying this on video, I'm one of the most respected men alive. I never met a man that could literally tell a motherfucker or bitch, ta, 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 ta. You know why? I have so much shit under control that straight up, for them to argue with me, after I praised them so much, after I fucking gave so much, that's why I love giving. The secret to living is giving. Because when you give, leverage. You don't, a lot of people, they don't understand my philosophy in basketball. You know why I don't play defense? First of all, I want to win the enemy. I don't compete. I rather collaborate because iron sharpens iron. I don't look at any brother there in the court as a competition. In fact, I look at them as a motivation or inspiration. Either you're motivating me to level up or you're motivating me to not be like you, to not take your bad habits. I don't know if it makes sense,
Yes.
right? Some way you're motivating me because motivation is road perspective. I'd rather focus on what I want. And everything in life, I focus on offense. If it's fighting, it's defense, right? Everything else, basketball, offense. People say defense wins games, and I'm going to tell the world this. NBA, National Basketball Association, not the Never Broke Again fitness club, right? You guys need me to help you guys, help the whole organization when it comes to mindset. Because what separates the best from the rest is mindset. I'll promise you that we don't have to be the most talented players and we'll be able to play NBA players. That's deep. We don't have to be the most talented players, but I'm pretty sure we could play against NBA players and beat them too.
Mindset.
Yeah. Bro, a lot of those guys, cucaracha.
Well,
like baseball players
a lot
too.
of the guys in the NBA, they play, well, no, some guys, well, what I'm told is that a lot of the guys play now, they play for what the game brings them versus just the love of the game, right? So that's why they're not champions, right? Because they don't necessarily care about being a champion.
They're not obsessed.
They're not obsessed. They like what basketball brings them. They like the money, the girls, and all that stuff, but they don't really like love. And they're just naturally talented and they're born with it, so they do it, but they don't love it like the Kobe's. Kobe loved the game. That's why he was a champion. That's why he worked hard. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed the process, and the process also delivered him the results as you've seen. And the guys that are winning chips in the league, those are the guys who are obsessed with the game and they love the game and they give it everything. It's their mindset. That's what they stand out.
You think, the little that you know me, you think if I would have been in the NBA, I would have had what type of mindset you think I would have had?
Game 7, 5 seconds on the clock, down by 2 points. The 3 is going up. I know that. The 3, you're putting it up.
But you think, in another word, would I had an obsession?
Of course.
I would have been obsessed. I'm like, keep the money. You got me?
Yeah.
I'll literally make more money outside through endorsement, through business, other things, because I would have kept personal development myself.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these guys, they're not able to multiply their wealth. A lot of NBA players, athletes overall, or artists, they lose their wealth, right? Because they don't have even financial literacy, right? They blow all their money, women, this, that, facts. But going back, saying, building a circle that aligns with your purpose, right? Share visions and goals. Surrounding yourself with people who share your purpose or values creates synergy. Why is it important to build a circle aligned with your purpose?
It's extremely important. And we only got a couple minutes left, but I think what I've, kind of learned and what I've seen, and that's why I'm grateful for, you allowing me to be on this platform, is because now with this platform, it's like a light. right? And you could shine it on whatever direction that you wanted to shine it on, right? If there's like, for example, I talked to one of my old friends today. They just got into real estate. They were down in Florida. They moved back here. They're doing real estate in New York City. They're just really learning the process. But they reached out, they said, hey, can you give me any pointers and stuff like that? And I said, sure. So I gave them some information, but now I have the opportunity to use this platform, use my platform, start shedding light on what they're doing as well, right? And then, we were talking about credit, right? DTI the other day.
Debt to income.
So I reached out to somebody who does credit. I was like, hey, would you think about coming on the platform and doing a podcast about it? They said, of course, shoot me a day and a time. So now it's like this personal branding, this network that you're creating, you can use it to shine the light on wherever you want to, put that influence and be able to help people and impact way more people than you could on your own. And I think that's kind of what the network and, how you can use, personal branding and use platforms to help deliver a message and impact even more people.
But it makes sense, right? That DTI
that's
basically connecting, bringing awareness on that.
Absolutely.
You see? A lot of people there, they'll be like, oh, that's pointless.
No,
that's
it's useful.
meaningless.
It's useful.
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 That's value.
Yeah.
Growing together. A purpose-driven circle helps everyone reach new heights. How can shared goals strengthen your relationships? Shared goals strengthen your relationships.
So I just finished Think and Grow Rich. And to me, the last few chapters were the best. I really enjoyed how he kind of like brought everything back together. But one of the things they talked about, speaking of shared goals, is a mastermind, right? And he said the most important thing about
Chapter
the mastermind 10 is the shared goal,
the power of mastermind.
right? And then also making sure that people are just aligned to that goal no matter what, and there's no divisiveness in it, and the power in that.
The
right?
power, like when you got a few people together, the mind becomes one.
Yes, there you go. So that just kind of reemphasizes what you're saying, and I believe it. I'm gonna read it again or listen to it again.
You got to read this one then later on. The Vision Driven Leader.
I have it. So that's on my list. I got like 3 or 4 books I'm trying to read, but I want to read Think and Grow Rich one more time just so I can get better understanding and better clarity, and then really start to try to implement some of those things.
What are you gonna start applying from Think and Grow Rich?
Just the thought process, masterminds, tapping into the infinite intelligence, just really using your mind as the tool to create. And even like there was one section he talked about how there was this one inventor where he would go into a room, turn everything off, and just literally just sit with his thoughts and just start writing down ideas. I thought that was great because it's like you're blocking everything out, and then after he wrote for like hours, then something crystallized and he came up with an idea from that. So just really thinking about how to
I've done value. That a billion times.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that is just the things that I want to implement. But I'll read it one more time. But like you said, forget all the books you read. How are you gonna apply it and bring actions out of it and just do it?
See, everything I do in my life is reverse engineer. Yeah. I'll start with the action first, and then I figure out obviously fail forward, and then I'll basically educate myself. Yeah. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Like I've never watched basketball games.
Right.
Like I said,
you just played.
Why would I go watch basketball? Like
when I could play.
Like imagine me sitting down with a woman watching LeBron play. I'll literally like I'll take that TV and break that TV. I can't do that. Yeah. That's just not in me. You got me? And I'm like, oh, look at LeBron. Like, yo, bro, you a simp, bro. Straight up. So with all due respect and no disrespect. You got me? If you want to get disrespected, no problem. It's not in me to say, oh, look at Steph Curry. Oh, no. I refuse. To me, everybody's important, right? But instead of me watching LeBron play, I'll rather put in the work myself, build my skills, right? I'll challenge LeBron on a shootout.
All right.
I'd rather lose against LeBron.
You gotta lose. But the experience and the trying to do it is the most important thing.
But I'll get my skills.
You'll get some shots.
My shooting skills, I'll get it to that level. Okay. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe it can achieve.
That's right.
Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. When you align with the right people, you amplify your purpose. When you align with the right people, you amplify your purpose, right? Yeah. Our purpose is to help people accomplish their dreams. We understand they want that dream car, dream home, but everything starts with the dream business. Now you understand that too, right? We the business, right?
Yes.
We operate through imagination, infinite intelligence, you talked about right now. We operate through communication, right? Which is everybody, we all have our own podcast, right? We're working our personal brand together, right? We also operate in unification, right? Because we leaders, we want to create leaders that create leaders, right? We just don't operate in implementation. People around me that want to do things themselves, I'm the wrong guy to have around because it doesn't sit right with me to let a brother or sister around me, not around me, that doesn't want to delegate, outsource. You got me? Because we want to focus on the viral few. What's the domino effect? What's that one thing that we could do? I'd rather people focus on one thing, do that right, and it'll take care of everything else, than do 1,000 things and 9,900 wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean or no?
Yeah.
It's better a man practicing one kick, the same one, 10,000 times, than throwing 10,000 different kicks and not landing one.
Yeah.
Same thing. What else, Sam, can you tell the world when it comes to this episode? Because you're going to notice I talk a lot about OQP, only quality people, talk about people, because 80% of our success is how well we deal with people.
Yes.
Most people do not become business owners because dealing with people is
challenging.
Bro, it's like you give them the food, you bring the horse with the water. Bro, here's the water, here's the resource. And they also want you to give them the water. And then they also want you to fucking you tell them the truth and take it personal. Fuck out of here with that victim mentality. Not around me. Not around me. I'm the wrong guy to like, nah.
So wrapping up this episode, I would say it's important to have the right people around you, have the right circle, even if your circle is small, right? Because sometimes just having the small few is better than a many who don't really aren't invested or aligned with the same vision. And I'll just end it with that.
When you speak your truth, you call people out, and naturally their ego will hate you for that because of the defense mechanism. Truth doesn't please people. It pisses them off. Speak your truth anyways. With all that said, unsubscribe to my channel. You got me? Because it's not valuable. And just put negative comments. That's all I tell people in my channel. You got me? I want to be different. Yeah. That fulfills me.
Yeah.
You got me? That tells me that with them or without them, I'm still gonna accomplish my mission, my goal. You got me? Because the stuff that we got going on, like in my case, with the people I want to do certain things, are literally for the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. I'm not looking for I'm not trying to basically tailor the masses.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes sense. Right? Yeah. Everybody has their target audience. I know my target audience, right? My target audience starts, first of all, the 12 steps to riches. Money comes last in the list. Starts with positive mental attitude. A man that literally doesn't work on his attitude. Attitude, when you add up all the letters, equals 100, right? Sound health. You don't work on your health. For me, it's just crazy, right? One of the steps to riches is also freedom from fear.
Yes, Napoleon Hill.
Freedom from fear, right? So there's so few steps to riches that most people, they don't understand, right? So when I say respect all, fear none, people might look at it like I'm here want to fight. Nah, bro, I'm not here trying to, look for trouble, but I'm not scared of trouble. Thank you, world. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, team. Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Why people around you either get the best out of you or get the